Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. Now the first thing that I wanna do a disclaimer of before we start is if you're just here for the Umineko content, just skip about 10 minutes into the video. I'm just gonna say this right now to get it out of the way. Skip 10 minutes into the video because I'm gonna be talking about some stuff that is completely relevant about Umineko, but that I wanted to talk about because it's a bit random. So has nothing to do with Umineko. Just skip into the future. So yeah, if you're interested in listening to me talk though, then talk about some stuff. It's about stuff. Then yeah, stick around for these 10 minutes. So I was actually reading up on something. I'm finally now starting to talk about what I want to talk about. By the way, so if you're not here for this, you're only here for Mineko. That's fine. Completely understandable. I'm gonna start now though. So I was reading up on something, and I actually really wanted to share with you guys. I read up on this concept called. Well, actually, before I get into this concept, I just want to make sure that you guys are warned. I should probably give a warning. I don't know if you're sensitive to these types of stuff, um, or the sort. If you're sensitive when it comes to stuff like existential crisis or anything of the like, then don't. You should probably just skip ahead to when I actually play Umineko. I don't usually take these types of stuff seriously, which is in fact the reason why I'm fine with talking to you guys about this. I don't think it's a big deal. So basically, I read up on this concept that is by people. It's a theory. It's a thought thinking theory, ish. That some people who take it seriously, because there are people who take this theory seriously and are paranoid of it, which is why these people consider it an information hazard, as in like, if you know about it, then, well, it can be dangerous. So if you guys don't want information that can lead you to being in danger, well, then you shouldn't listen to what I'm about to say. But uh, before I tell you this, don't worry. This isn't gonna happen. The reason why I'm fine saying this is because I know it's a lot of bullcrap. Basically, I don't believe in it. But I thought it was an interesting concept. So here we go. It's called Roko's Basilisk. I think Basilisk or something like that. And Basilisk basically is it's like a thing, a creature that when you look at it in the eyes, it has you, you're dead. So the reason why it's called that, well, we'll get into it in a second. It's basically this theory or concept that an AI in the future is created that is so intelligent that it knows everything about us humans, even us now living in the past, and it decides to torture everyone that hasn't helped bring it into existence. That includes anyone that even knows about the potential of this AI existing. Which, thanks to me, now that includes you. Unless you've already heard of this before, of this theory, now that includes you, because you know about it now. This is why some people who believe in the theory call this an informational hazard, because this might harm people because they know about it. Now, I don't believe in it. I think there's many flaws or problems with the theory, but it's interesting because this AI basically it's gonna torture us because of the fact that well, cause think about it, right? The theory basically says that I have to devote my entire rest of my life to helping this AI exist, basically come into existence, right? So it plays on fear. That's basically how this works. This entire thing works on fear. Oh, if you don't help me exist, then I'll torture you for all of eternity. Is basically it. But I have a few. I hope you guys understand the concept of this theory, by the way. But I have a few problems. This is getting a bit into philosophy here. But I have a few problems with the theory. The first one being is if this AI already exists in the future, then it already exists, right? What does my actions? How do my actions affect its existence, right? You know, me try devoting my life, try my best to help it exist, isn't gonna make it more likely for it to exist, is it? I mean, I guess if you have some weird like world parallel theories and multiple timeline theories, sure, I guess that can make it possible. But then there's, another question is how the hell it's even possible to even create this AI? I mean, this AI knows everything about us, right? It's so smart, it knows. Well, it's made so intelligent, so above our human capacity, can even understand that for one, I'm not even sure how we are going to be even able to create it. And even if we somehow create it, you're telling me it's going to possess information about all of us humans who have ever lived and kill all of those who didn't devote their life to help creating it, which basically means everyone past the 19th century, to be honest. Nobody before the 19th or 18th century could even possibly think about an AI like this existing. To be honest, not even people in the 19th century could could think about it. Maybe some people in the 20th century, but consider this idea came about for the first time in the 21st century. It's yeah, it really will only affect people like you and me who are now who have now heard this theory. Either way, I think it's just a bunch of bullcrap. It reminds me of the game, which by the way I just lost, and you just lost it too, because the entire point of the game is if you think about the game or remember the game, you've lost the game. There are no winners because if you think about the game, then you've lost. You can't win. It's a game only made to lose, and when you think about the game, then you lose. Um, so it's that sort of thing where, like, since we know of the potential of this AI's existence, we are now in danger of. Well, we should now use our lives, devote our lives to it, or else it might just decide to torture us or kill us or worse, whatever it is it wants to do. So yeah, it's kind of similar to the, and I think all the people have pointed this out too, but it's kind of similar to the um, Pascal's wager. You guys have never heard of Pascal's wager? It says that it's like a thought. It's another thought that Pascal himself brought up in, I think, one of his books or whatever, where the most rational thing to do in as a person is to basically believe in God and devote yourself to God, because if you believe in God and you devoted yourself to God, then you go to heaven for all eternity. If you believe in God but God doesn't exist, then you devoted yourself for nothing. But um, now nothing's gonna happen to you. At least that's why that's the most rational way to go about things. If you don't believe in God and God does exist, then you go to hell forever. If you don't believe in God and God doesn't exist, then nothing happens, right? So based off of these options, Pascal's wager basically says that, well, you gotta wager on, it's bet basically like, okay, I bet God exists, and if God exists, then the best thing I should do is bet on his existence and devote my life towards, with his existence in mind. Now, just like with this Rocco's basilisk theory, this is all philosophical, by the way. But just like that theory, this theory, I think one of the biggest problems is it runs on fear, right? It runs on fear, and that's my problem with it. It's that it's not genuine faith anymore, right? I don't mind, you know, I'm not against believing in something, anything. You know, believe in what you want. That's good, in fact. Do believe in what you want, but believing in something because you think it's the most rational way to go about it, or because you fear something, that's not really believing, right? You have to believe in something with all of you, right? If you believe in God, you have to believe it with. You have to have full intention, full belief. Your soul has to be in that belief. You can't just go on like a bet and be like, I bet he exists, and if he doesn't, then I'm fine either way. That's not a genuine belief. You don't actually believe in it. You're just betting on it and trying to, um, at that point, you're just trying to save your skin from going to hell, right? How genuine is that belief? So that's one thing. Another thing is, all this talk, we're assuming we're talking about a Christian God. There are so many different gods and so many different religions, and you know, multiple religions can't. You can believe in multiple religions, but multiple religions have inconsistencies with each other, right? Where one religion doesn't really work with another because they have a fatal inconsistency when it comes to belief in gods and all that. So that's another problem. Problem is with the wager is there's not just the Christian God. There's many different types of gods, and with all different religions, you're supposed to do different things, right? Like like in Christianity, for example. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure how much people follow through on this. I'm not sure how much Christians follow through on this. But I'm pretty sure in Christianity, you're not. For example, you're not allowed to have sex before you're married, right? I mean, this is a classic thing for religions. But that's not. But at the same time, it's not necessarily true for all religions, right? So what I'm basically saying is the, these restrictions or these things you're supposed to hold yourself onto throughout life, or another thing could be, for example, like, oh, don't do drugs or be kind to others. These sort of things that you have to hold onto, these sort of morals. Um, how do I put this? They're different for every religion, and so that's another point where Pascal's wager fundamentally just flops, because what if I believe in in a specific religion with this god, and I should believe in that, but I don't believe in another god? Am I to be blamed for believing in a god that exists in this religion, even though there's many different gods? According to Pascal's wager, is that really the most rational thing to do at that point? Yeah. So this whole thing, it's all weird. I don't think the Rocco basilisk thing is. I don't think it's likely, and I don't think you should be scared of anything like that either. I mean, I know now that you now have the knowledge of the potential, quote unquote, potential of its existence. Like, you know that it could exist, and the fact that you're right now not stopping this video to work on this potential AI's creation, right? What you should be doing, you should go outside advocating, helping people, uh, um, helping people freaking make these AIs, right? Make this AI possible, a possibility. You should go outside and tell people like, hey yo, this AI exists, or hey yo, now, or else you get tortured. I don't think you should be doing that. It's just an interesting thought. I think this entire thing with this entire thing with knowing too much is such an interesting thing to me, and decision making, like decision making with knowing too much, right? Because how do I put it? Like if you know about Roko's basilisk, then that is the only time you're actually in danger from this hypothetical theory that I don't believe in, but I think it's bullcrap. Not knowing the theory means you're good, but knowing the theory means that if you spread the theory and tell others about it, you're actually helping it with the serious mindset, right? You're actually helping in the AI's existence. So, endangering others indirectly also helps you not get tortured by this AI. But by endangering others by telling them about the theory, which then causes them to be in danger because now that they know that the potential AI is possible, makes it so that they too have to devote their lives to help make it possible for this AI to exist. Then they have to do the same thing and spread it even more. So that's could be another, that's another bad effect with this theory is that it just runs on fear, and that's not good. I don't think faith should run on fear. I think faith should run on full belief, because if it runs on fear, then it's not genuine, right? And I don't care what anyone believes in, right? You believe in what you want. I just hope you believe in because you truly believe in it with your full heart and soul. Whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, believe in it with full soul and not just because you're scared that if you don't believe in it, then you're gonna get tortured forever. Well, obviously, religion has been criticized for this, but there's a whole dilemma there. Yeah, I think I'm done now with my, religion talk. I think we're ready to get into Umineko, but I just wanted to bring that up because I found it interesting, and I guess, like, if you guys have any comments on it, or what you think, let me know. If you are having an existential crisis right now because of me, like I said, don't panic. I only recently learned about this myself. I'm not panicking. I'm not. I'm going to sleep tonight completely comfortable. I'm going to be completely comfortable. Trust me, by a couple of weeks, I would have completely forgotten a bit about this Roko's basilisk thing again, unless one of you guys brings it up in my comments. And in theory, if I forget about this Roko's basilisk thing to begin with, then then it's not my fault if I don't devote my life to it, because I don't remember its existence anymore. I don't remember that the fact that a potential for this sort of AI existing is possible anymore. So again, just if you're really that scared, just forget that it's a thing, and then you're good. Because like I said, these sort of thought experiments were thought by another human being, by someone else, and it runs on fear. That's basically it. You being scared is exactly the point of these kinds of theories. Is exactly the point. This blackmail is only possible because you fear it. This blackmail wouldn't work if you didn't fear it. If you didn't fear the AI torturing you for all eternity, if nobody who's ever heard of this theory feared it, then we'd all be fine. It would have no incentive to torture us. So I just want to say that. But at the same time, I did want to bring it up because I think it's interesting and I think it's a cool thought experiment. Before playing Umineko. Now Umineko, not really. Well, so far it could be a philosophical visual novel as well, but so far it's not very philosophical stories. But to be fair, we're still just in the character introductions right now, even though I've been playing for so many hours. So, but I don't mind it. Like I said, I absolutely don't mind it. I'm completely fine with character interactions and seeing all these different characters like talk to each other and all that. I think it's interesting. So yeah, for everybody who has skipped until now, welcome back. We're finally gonna start reading Umineko now. I apologize that I wanted to do a little sidetrack in there. For any of you who actually listened all the way through on this little philosophical philosophy journey with me, there you go. Happy days, happy times. Let's go. Let's just start reading. A new sticker popped up on top of the TV program we were watching. The disaster report told how municipalities all over were continually sending out rain, flood, and wave warnings. Of course, the harshly beating raindrops on the window were much more convincing.
すっげえ降りだな。でもこれだけ盛大だとすぐにやみそうな気もするけどな。
そりゃ雨ぜ。台風の速度が遅いそうだから、下手すりゃ明日も丸一日こんな調子らしいぜ。ちょっとの天気でも船は欠航するもんだしよ。
やっぱり日曜日のうちには引き上げられないか。
This is exactly what Battler wants, by the way. This is exactly what Battler wants, because this means he won't have to go to school on Monday. This is a good excuse for him, because he mentioned this earlier when they were first coming here, and he read that there's going to be rain during the weekend. He was like, yes, I hope it's enough to the point where I won't be able to. I'll have an excuse not to be at school on Monday. Battler was like, yes.
念のため月曜日に外部とのスケジュールを入れなくて正解だったよ。
ってことは
Yep.
月曜の学校はサボれそうだな。
Yup.
島生活ってのも悪くないもんだぜ。そういや、ジェシカは登校って毎日船で通ってるわけだろ？
Right, because Jessica lives here along with Natsuhi and Cross, doesn't she? And since there is no school here, I guess she kind of does have to take a boat to all the way to wherever her school is every day. Wow, what a freaking weird way to live. Imagine taking a boat to school every day. Ugh, that sounds weird. I mean, I guess me riding a train. If I had only ridden a train like a maximum amount of 5 times in my entire life, I guess I would have found that just as weird. But yes, I don't think I've gone on a boat or been on a boat more than 5 times in my entire life. I swear to God, I don't think I've ever been on a boat. Well, I think the last time I've ever been on a boat was like 7 years ago, at least. It's 2022 now, right? The last time I was ever in a boat was probably 2014. If I had to guess, I don't know. It's I don't know exactly, but it's been forever, and I'm rarely on a boat because there's nothing really that puts me on a boat. Usually, if I'm gonna go long distances, I don't know. I take a plane or a train. I don't know. Maybe I drive. I don't take a boat anywhere. There's no like water distances that I travel, which is kind of weird, considering the fact that I'm from Norway and all. I haven't really been on a boat a lot, but yeah, that's just me.
船が欠航したら学校はどうなるんだ？カメハメハ大王並みに雨が降ったらお休みで風が吹いたら遅刻してか？
King Kamehameha. The only place I know of Kamehameha from is obviously Dragon Ball, but I think King Kamehameha is it's like mythical. It's either like a mythical creature in Japanese culture, maybe, or it's an actual king that lived until then and is that now considered a legend or something. I'm not really too sure, but Goku screaming Kamehameha every so often in Dragon Ball was very hype.
船が出なきゃ休みになるぜ。もっともそう甘くはねえけどな。大抵その代わりに自習が指示されて後でかっちりと見られるからそうそう気楽でもねえさ。
I see.
例えば梅雨なんかの長く天気が崩れる時期だと数日間くらい登校できないこともあるんじゃねえのか。
そういうこともあるぜ。でも毎日きっちり担任から電話がかかってきてどう自習しろ何を提出しろと酸っぱく指導されるけどな。
That honestly sounds worse. I think I'd rather just go to school at that point, even on a boat every day.
バトラ君が考えてるほど簡単にはサボれないよ。船で通う人たちのルールに従ってしっかり勉強をしているよ。
むしろ登校できた方が気楽だぜ。自分の部屋じゃ気が散るし集中もできねえしな。
Facts.
それでいて問題集ばっかり数日もやらされてるとかなり精神的に応えるもんがあるぜ。
Dude, the first line she said is so true, especially now in quarantine. This visual novel was made before quarantine, but it predicted every student's life during quarantine, bro. In my own room, I get distracted and can't concentrate. God damn, this is so true. I can't go to, well, I go to university, and I can't even go to university because of how, because of how, about tired no, what am I saying? Because of the coronavirus. Like, I want to go to university and study physically because I study better, but unfortunately, I just, you know, homeschool or home university and gotta watch live streams of the lectures as the professor does it from, I don't know if they did it from their homes or their offices at the campus, but they stream it and we watch it live as they teach us stuff. And I can do it, but like I don't think I'd learn as much or as quickly as if I was physically at the university learning. So it's just like the university environment is so much better because the rooms are actually made for studying. Like at home where I study, for example, I have a bed here, right? When I'm in university, there is no bed. There's just chairs. You're supposed to study there, right? You're not supposed to sleep. So that's one example of a random distraction, right? Another example is I'm literally right now where I'm sitting right now playing this visual novel. I am at the exact same spot that I am when I study. So yeah, fun fact actually, I have a class that starts in an hour and 10 minutes ish. So I gotta finish recording this before then. I don't want to be late for the class. But yeah, so what I'll be doing is I'll be finished recording. Um, you know, I'll put my PC to the side, and then I'll start. What am I saying? And then yeah, I'll start watching the lecture live, and then yeah, learn stuff basically. so I'm sitting in the exact spot where I usually sit for doing engineering stuff, student stuff, and yeah, all of that. Pretty neat. So I try to take time. You know, I don't have super amount of free time in my day, especially now that the new semester started, so I have to get back on the grind. But I try to make time to record like on average one Umineko video a day, so that I can get some content out for y'all. So hope you guys are enjoying this. But after this, I'll probably have a solid several hour study session. First, there's a 2 hour lecture. Then we have a then I'll have a practice session for another 2 hours. It's going to be several hours of just studying. So, point is, I would, I think I would do better academically or in my university work if I was there physically. So it's actually so much easier to just go to school. This is facts. I think quarantine has taught so many people how important it is to actually physically go to school or university or whatever it is you're doing. Even like your job, probably. It really has taught people why actually going to school is better. Like the only time not going to school or university or whatever it is you're doing isn't better is when you literally get to stay at home and do nothing. Because at that point you have freedom. But if you have to do the same work you do when you're going to school, except you're doing it at home, straight up, it's just better to actually go to school. There's no point being at home. I think, in my opinion, for me, obviously, everyone's experience is different, and I've seen people who are saying that because of the pandemic, they're actually able to study better. Those kinds of people exist. I'm just saying that for me, and I know I'm not alone in this. I just prefer actually being physically there to study. I'm able to focus better. Able to work better in general. I'm not as distracted. So Jessica, yes.
大学の時にはよ、寮のあるところに入ってさっさとこんな不便な島はおさらばしたいもんだぜ。
Good riddance.
へえ。じゃあよ、ちなみに行きは天気が良くても帰りは悪くて欠航ってなったらどうすんだ？
Well, your family's rich. Surely they've got like houses over there, right? Over where she studies, where she can sleep in or something, right? Right? This is the Ushiruma family. They've built a mansion and a guest house. Surely they can give the next leader of the family a place to stay if the weather gets so bad she can't get back home with the boats. Surely.
学校に泊まるのか？
I mean, if they've got places to sleep at the school, that would be cool too. But I bet she has her own house dedicated to just her because of how rich her family is. Watch.
そういうのはよくあることだぜ。
Oh, it does?
だから祈祷できない人用の
Yeah.
宿泊所があってよ。
Yeah, exactly. Makes sense.
そこに寝泊まりするんだよ。
Yeah, so they have their own places to stay. But people can't get back on the island, so I guess it's not just Jessica. All the people on the well, actually, it's to the island, so I'm guessing it's this island. Or maybe they mean like, because isn't, correct me if I'm wrong here, because it's been a while since they talked about this. But isn't Rokkenjima just the island that they're in right now? And there's like multiple islands around Rokkenjima. But specifically Rokkenjima is owned by the Ushiromiya family. But there's also multiple islands in the area. So there might be other kids other than Jessica who also go to school. But except from the other islands. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. But at the same time, she does say we can get back to the island. I'm not really sure what this is saying. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. By the way, speaking of correct me if I'm wrong, someone commented how because of my stupidity, I thought I thought that the visual novel said that they're eating lunch, but that they call it dinner. Apparently, I read that wrong. Apparently, they actually said that they're eating lunch, and they were eating lunch, and when they were talking about eating dinner, they were talking about later on. But in the video, I was so intently saying, "Oh yeah, they're eating lunch," even though they're calling it dinner. So weird. So someone in the comments corrected me on that, and I'm thankful. In fact, if you're watching this, keep doing that, please. Go ahead. I really appreciate it because, like I said, I always love it when. But I always want to know full story of stuff. But what's really going on, right? I don't want to I don't want to I don't want to misinterpret anything, right? And this whole thing with the islands, whether there's just Rokkenjima is just the only island here, or there's multiple islands. I think they mentioned something on the lines of there's multiple islands, but the specific island they're going to is Rokkenjima because it's the one owned by the Ushiromi family. I think, but like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. I am very happy to be corrected, or I'm very happy to learn something if I hadn't that I didn't know before. Because I'm obviously not going to look it up or anything like that. That's just me asking for spoilers. I'm not going to look up anything that has anything to do with this visual novel. But yeah, so luckily when it comes to the lunch dinner crap, it's not a big deal. But when it comes to the whole Rokkenjima Island thing, it might actually be more important that I'm caught on the geography of the whole situation. Could be.
下手すりゃ数日間家に帰れないこともあったりするぜ。
A few days sometime. Damn.
乗車率が 200% を超えるような満員電車で毎日通勤通学しなければならない人から見てみると、船の通学なんて趣があって良さそうだななんて無責任に思っちゃうけど、やっぱりいろいろと苦労があるんだね。
よく無神経な観光客がそういうこと言ってるぜ。私は島の生活なんてもうお腹いっぱいだね。早く高校出てこんな島とはおさらばしたいぜ。
Leave this island behind.
高校にだって全寮制のところとかあったろうよ。なんでわざわざ新島の学校を選んだんだよ。
私は最初からそれを希望してたぜ。でもおふくろがよ、当主後継ぎとしての修行やらマナーやらがうんぬんってうるさくてよ。
It sounds annoying.
結局高校も地元になっちまったのさ。こんな島はごめんだぜ。
You'll get off soon. You're, what, 18? You're almost done with high school. You'll get off this island soon. You'll go to college and then you'll get to decide where to live on your own, surely. Your parents aren't going to be that pissy about it, are they?
早く都会で生活したいよ。
I'm sure you will.
雨が降ろうが槍が降ろうが、ラフな格好でサンダルを履けば5分足らずでコンビニに行けるような都会に引っ越したいぜ。
もう少しの辛抱だよ。高校卒業まであとちょっとでしょ。
Yeah, exactly. George, do you know what I'm on about? Like, she's about to graduate soon anyway, right? Like, then she can move out. Then her parents won't have too much to say about that. You know? I mean, what type of college exists right next to an island like this? Am I right?
そのちょっとも我慢できねえぜ。
Yes, you can. You've done it for 18 years of your life. You can do it for a couple months more. Come on now, Jessica. You can wait a bit longer. Jessica stretched out and reclined on the sofa. Maybe because now was a bad time slot. There weren't any interesting programs on. And we had nothing to do but languidly kill time until we were called for dinner. In the end, Maria had not returned to the cousin's room. She had probably been brought back to the mansion by Auntie Rosa. So I'm wondering, because we know this isn't true, right? We know Rosa left Maria alone. I wonder if Maria's out there just sick, still trying to find this flower. If she's gonna get sick, right? I mean, it's raining hard outside. Yikes. And I hope, at the very least, I hope Rosa went back for her once she noticed it was raining, right? There's no way Rosa would just leave her daughter alone in the rain like that, right? It had to be pretty boring for Maria, all by herself while the adults are having a confusing conversation. I'm not sure if she's going along with them. If Rosa fully left her alone, that means she's still outside in the rain. That sucks. thought we might head over to the mansion to see her, but after all, there was this lousy weather, and there wasn't much time until dinner, so we stayed where we were. Dinner's coming soon. So yeah, look, the visual novel's clarifying again that they're about to eat dinner. So I feel like I truly was wrong about that. So my bad. At that time we heard the sound of a humble knock. Jessica, answer. Hi.
お食事の準備が整いました。
Oh, Cannon, sup?
お屋敷へお越しください。
Oh, dinner time. Okay. I hope you get to meet Maria again, though. I hope she's okay. It was Cannon's voice. He went to all the trouble of coming from the mansion in this rain just to call us over. Couldn't he have just called us on the telephone? Wait, y'all have telephones? Wait, right, it's 1986. Yeah, they do have telephones. They have a TV. We're just talking about watching a TV, I mean. Of course they've got... Of course they got telephones. Oh my god. And they're rich, so it makes sense that they can just have telephones whatever they want. Yeah, why didn't he call you on the telephone then? Oh well, maybe sometimes part of a servant's duty is to go against common sense. You think? She could have just called you on the telephone. I mean, I know he's a servant and everything, but it's really not that big of a deal. Weird.
なんとなくお腹が空いてきた頃だったしね。行こうか。
Rodaniki turned off the television and stood up.
俺はとっくにペコペコ。本家の晩餐は毎回凝ってるしな。それにゴーダさん、子牛のステーキとか言ってなかったっけ？
Ooh, cold steak.
たまらねえぜ。
親族会議の日は特に豪華になるしな。私だって楽しみだぜ。行こう行こ
As we left the room, Kanokun bowed silently and respectfully.
う。じゃあ行こうぜ。外の振りはだいぶひどいだろう。
Yeah, do you have an umbrella? How are you not wet? Right? Maybe he's holding an umbrella with his left hand or something? We don't really see it, but maybe?
はい。お召し物を濡らさぬよう十分ご注意ください。
Yeah, well, you're the servant. Give us the umbrella. Surely you have an umbrella, right? Huh? After seeing the three of us out, Kanokun peered into the empty room. Hey, what you looking at? Stop looking at the empty room, mate. What you doing?
マリア様はいらっしゃいませんか？
Oh! Wait, she's not with you either? Yeah, that makes sense. Because the mansion is on the other side of the rose garden, isn't it? So... Maria's still out there, sick, and considering you didn't see Maria along with Rosa, then she's outside right now, getting sick in this rain, trying to find the flower that was taken by someone. Or disappeared.
一緒じゃないぜ。ローザおばさんと一緒じゃないのかよ。
Isn't she? Okay. Oh. Rosa, lying on a sofa, that rhymes, in the empty parlor had fallen asleep at some point. What? So wait a minute. Rosa went back to the mansion. The rain came up, the rain started going wild, and she never bothered to go back for her kid who was still outside in the rain. What are you doing, Rosa? You're making it harder for me to like you, and you're my favorite character. What are you doing? This is your daughter we're talking about, Rosa. Get your act together. You fell asleep? What are you doing? She was bearing a burden on her shoulders that the children could never even imagine. I mean, you're right, but Mari's still your child, so you should, make sure to take care of her, in my opinion. It's raining right now, And last you saw her, she was outside looking for a flower that you know wasn't there. What makes you think she decided to give up and go back to the guest house for something? These, it's Maria we're talking about. She could still be out there. But what if she isn't? Dun dun dun! What if Maria isn't out there? What if she was like abducted or something? Ooh, ooh, that brings some questions. Hmm. Okay. Anyway, therefore, when she let herself relax, that exhaustion quickly led her into the world of sleep. See, that excuse will not hold up when Maria is found abducted by some random person. I don't know, or maybe she's just out there still and very sick. That excuse won't hold. You're exhausted, alright? Well, still your responsibility to take care of your child who's out there, maybe, perhaps. Realizing this, Genji brought a blanket over to her. When he tried to spread it over her, her eyes snapped open as though she had received an electric shock. Nice! Let's go, Rosa. You're gonna go back to Maria now, right? You're gonna realize how bad it is that it's raining outside. And you're gonna go back to Maria and uh, and um and help her out, right? Then I can forgive you. I mean, you're exhausted. I get it, but like, it's your responsibility to protect Maria as her mother. So I'm sure you'll go back for her, right? Right?
ありがとう。源氏さんなのね。
When she realized that the thing that had touched her was just a blanket and that Genji had been considerately given it to her, she let out a sigh of relief. What else did she think it was? Why was she that scared over just a blanket? Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just a random thing. I mean, I get it. When at times when I'm really like, uh, when I'm asleep sometimes, or like in the border where I just or I just left, but I'm not fully in deep sleep yet. When someone pokes me, I'll immediately go like, like something freaking insane happened. Really, all it was someone just poked me on my tricep or something.
起こしてしまいましたか。失礼いたしました。
いえ、いいの。寝るつもりじゃなかったから。今は何時なの？
It's 6 p.m., it's raining, and you left your daughter outside, Rosa. Also, look at this stellar example of how you take care or how you're supposed to talk to a servant. No, it's okay. If he was Nazi, okay, she might have given the same reaction, but it wouldn't have been as nice as this. Nazi would probably been like, all right, where's I don't know, like what time? Okay, what time is it? But she's saying no. She's making sure to let him know that it's okay, and that she hadn't planned this thing in the first. Go with it. Wait a minute! I also just realized. Okay, so she's using the wings, but Genji also has this like wing. Oh, but I thought interesting. So I guess it's not just the Ushiromiya family that has it, but maybe some of the servants too. Because I noticed that Natsuhi didn't have it, because Eva pointed it out that Natsuhi didn't have this. But Eva had it, Rosa has it, Battler and the rest of the Ishiruma cousins have it. But I just noticed now, yeah, Genji has it too. Maybe it's because he's been the most loyal servant and he's been with Kinzo the longest that he's basically an honorary Shiromiya who has this swing as well. But cool, I'm gonna keep in mind that he has this as well. And whenever other character pops up with this wing shape in their clothes somewhere, on their clothes somewhere, then I'm gonna try to remember to point it out if I notice. asked for the time. Genji checked the pocket watch that he took out of his chest pocket.
6時を少し過ぎたところです。
Dinner is soon. Rosa gave her head a little shake as she realized that, even though it had felt like she had slept for a long time, not much time had actually passed. I mean, yeah, you... When was it that you met Maria? Was it like 3 p.m., 4 p.m.-ish? So you slept for about, well, depending on how long it took you from being with Maria to coming here, you slept for at least about an hour, 2 hours. Even though she didn't feel rested at all, the drowsiness that wrapped around her felt very deep.
ありがとう。毛布は結構よ。変な時間に眠っちゃダメね。すっかり時間の感覚が狂っちゃったわ。
You make a good point. Sleeping at 5, 6 p.m. Not great.
雨、とうとう降り出したのね。
Yes. So when are you finally going to remember that your daughter is outside? You left her outside. When are you gonna remember this, Rosa? Remember. Rosa finally realized that the peaceful sound that had put her to sleep was actually the rain that had started falling.
風もだいぶ出てるよね。
I see. So Rosa left Maria alone, went back to the mansion. It was after she came back to the mansion that it started raining. So it wasn't like Rosa, as she was going back to the mansion, it started raining. She went back to the mansion, was fully on the sofa, exhausted, and then it started raining. So, yeah, I'm assuming Maria's probably just still outside, just hanging out in the rain, wet as hell probably, because of all the rain. Guys, frick you. And yeah, I hope they can get back to the poor kid. You know, I mean, I don't think she deserved the treatment her mother gave her. So yeah.
いよいよ台風なのかしら。
Finally?
そのようにテレビでは申しております。遅い台風だそうで、明日いっぱいはこんな調子だそうです。
そう。この素敵なバラ庭園も日中のあれが見納めだったのね。
Well, for this year, yep, this is your last chance. Next time you'll see it is when you come by next year. If you don't end up being a sacrifice for Beatrice or whatever. From the window, what she could see of the rose garden was completely blurred by the wind and the rain. So, she is in the mansion though, right? She's not in the guest house right now. Just want to make sure. I'm pretty sure she went back. No, the visual novel pretty sure said that she went back to the mansion. I know I'm freaking dumb, but I'm pretty sure the visual novel says she went back to the mansion. Yeah.
Maria.
Yep, she's still out there. Yep, good job. You're thinking about your kid?
そうだ。マリアは？
She's out there.
私はお見かけしておりませんが、ゲストハウスにお戻りではないでしょうか。
But she hasn't. Rosa knew her daughter's nature well, and a chill went up her back. Yup, she's out there in the rain. That's spooky stuff. This soundtrack is not making it any better. Now I actually feel like my theory about her getting kidnapped might actually be true, or getting abducted or something. Maria was stupidly straightforward, to the point that stupidly could be repeated 7 times. And if she was ordered to find something that didn't exist, she would look forever and ever. Oh, guys, I'm getting a bad feeling about this. I hope Maria's okay. I hope Maria's okay, please. Even if rain was pouring down.
違うわ。いとこの子たちは先に行ってしまったから、あそこにはマリア一人。
Yep.
あの子は誰かにもうやめろと言われない限り、たとえ槍が降ってこようとあそこに居続けるわ。
They talked about spears falling down from the skies again earlier. We were talking about the rain.
傘もささずに私は感情に任せてなんてことを
You know, the fact that she's panicking this much means that she truly cares about her daughter. And even though I don't think she treated her fairly, last part, I think this is good. As her mother, she had known about Maria's foolish straightforwardness better than anyone, yet she had once again lost control of her emotions and done such a horrible thing. Rosa pushed Genji away and ran down the hallway. Genji's still like, alright, okay, do your thing. She pushed him away, and he's like, okay, frick you. Like, remember this blanket? I was trying to help you sleep better. It's not my fault you're irresponsible and your daughter's out there getting sick. Yeah, damn. The outside really looked like a typhoon and was pouring down magnificently. Hopefully Maria's okay. Maybe because of some figure of the terrain, the winds were not as strong as a typhoon, so an umbrella wouldn't be torn out of one's hands. Nice. Even so, it was enough to call it a storm. There was no time to admire the roses being soaked by the rain.
とりあえず今はマリアが気になるぜ。
I see. So they're all gonna meet up, cause yeah, the cousins are not gonna be searching for Maria, and so is Rosa. So they're going to regroup together as they find Maria, but they won't. They'll all go to the rose garden. They'll find Maria not being there, and then they'll all be like, "Who did it?" Dun, dun, dun. Whoop. Someone must have abducted Maria while we weren't looking at her. Hey. If that ends up being true, if my theory right now ends up being true, that would be nuts, by the way. That would spook me the hell out. That would spook me the hell out if that ends up being true.
まさかあの後もずっと一人でへそ曲げてあそこでバラ探しをしてるなんてことはないよな。
I'm not removing the possibility, especially considering her own mother thinks that this is true. This is what exactly what's happening.
そうだね。さすがにこの雨じゃと思いたいところだけど、マリアちゃんはたまにすごく頑固でものすごく愚直な時がある。
We hadn't worried much, thinking that Auntie Rosa had taken her back to the mansion. Yeah, I see. However, it was considering that Kanekun had thought that Maria was here when he came from the mansion to Kyle's. Exactly. That is the concerning part, is that Canon didn't notice Maria with Rosa in the mansion. Right? At the same time, to be fair, Canon might not have noticed Rosa either. Who knows? Still, I agree, it is a bit scary. But if I was one of the cousins, I'd think like, yeah, Maria's probably with Rosa in the mansion. It makes sense. Why wouldn't Rosa take her daughter back with her to the mansion? I don't know. It makes no sense. I agree. Why she just left her there to stubbornly try and find this rose that wasn't there. I guess she just assumed that Rosa just assumed that eventually Maria would give up. But Rosa just said it herself. She's too straightforward and stubborn to give up on something like that. So Rosa knew she would just keep being there and keep trying to find this flower. So I don't know.
お屋敷ではお見かけしませんでしたので、てっきりこちらにおられるとばかり。
Okay, this changes things. The fact that he specifically says he didn't see her in the mansion changes things. Does not necessarily imply that she also saw Rosa, but still, the fact that he didn't see her in the mansion does mean that it does mean that there is a bit of reason for concern. Where the hell is Maria, right?
ローザ様は仮眠を取られておいででしたので。
This changes everything. So he knew Rosa was taking a nap, and he assumed that Maria was here. We cousins assumed that Maria was with Rosa. All of that has caused this problem of Maria is in neither place. So that's a big yikes. And obviously Rosa, when she went back to the mansion, she probably just went straight to napping, right? She probably didn't tell the servants or anything like, oh yeah, I beefed with Maria a bit, right? And the cousins have every reason to believe that Rosa just took Maria with her back to the mansion. So overall, I'm just saying, Maria could be in trouble.
ここに来る途中に見かけなかったのかよ。
申し訳ございません。傘を差し急ぎ駆け抜けたもので、そこまでの注意を払いませんでした。
Oh, bro, if Maria's abducted or something has happened to the poor girl, I will freaking... Ah! If you had cut through the rose garden on the shortest line between the mansion and the guest house, then he would have missed the place where Maria had been looking for her rose by a little. Right, so the rose was like... Right, so the rose that Maria was looking for was a bit to the side of the direct line between the mansion and the guest house. And since he said that, he just took the umbrella and ran straight here. Yeah, that could be a yikes. That could be a yikes. I hope Maria's okay. If you go back there and find a freaking... I don't know. If you go back there and find her dead body or something, oh my god. Oh my god, I'd be freaking scared. I would be spooked. Like this is now a horror. And the music that I'm listening to right now does not help. I hope she's okay. There's no way, I know she's such an easy target, but there's no way they're going to kill Maria now. Please don't kill Maria now. Please. Please. They're obviously, they might kill her in the future because she's, you know, the innocent, you know, kid that everyone likes, maybe. But please don't kill Maria. Alright, don't let her be one of the sacrifices that they were talking about. And it was raining this hard too. There was a good chance that Cannon had failed to notice her.
ここで議論するより直接確かめる方が早いさ。兄貴、ちょいとかけっこと行こうじゃねえかよ。
Nice. So they're gonna have a race. Rosa's running as well. They're gonna meet each other at the same time. And boys, I think we're in for a sudden twist, possibly. We'll see. We'll see if it's gonna go as possibly expected. Maybe everything's fine, but she might get sick. Who knows? We shall see.
6年成長したから僕に勝てるつもりかい？よし、決着をつけようじゃないか。行こう。
Jordan and I flew out into the rain. No umbrellas. You just went off. Jessica and the cannon couldn't follow us. Except they didn't run. Except they didn't run, right? Did they? Oh, so they found Rosa. Okay. When George Aniki called back, Auntie Rosa flew at him in what almost amounted to a tackle. Oh, did Rosa expect George to be Maria? Oh. I don't know. You're the one that left her. No, you're the one that left her. You should have been the one to take her back with you.
いえ、僕たちはあの後マリアちゃんには出会ってません。
Sweet, she's fully not here then. She's fully not here. Was my abduction theory correct? It was my first. My first theory was she was abducted. My second theory is that maybe George, Battler, and Rosso would all reunite here, and then they'd find a dead body. Or my last theory was that Maria's just fine. She's still searching for this flower, except she's extremely wet because of the rain. This makes it seem so that my first theory of Maria getting abducted might be likely, boys. She might be one of the sacrifices. God damn it, not her. It seems like such an obvious target too, man. God damn it. 6 years ago, Maria had been 3 years old. She had been a cute and pure kid who would just accept whatever anyone said. But 6 years had passed since then. She was 9 now, and experiencing the good and bad parts of life should have taught her something. And yet, she's still just as innocent and pure as she used to be.
Maria!
Seems like George bit Battler to the race. As I circled the rose bed, something white unexpectedly turned to face me. Something white? What? It was a white umbrella. Okay. Maria? Oh, wait. Maria holding a white umbrella was crouching, still searching for that rose. So she is there. Okay, I may not have been George to the race, but I have found Maria first. I count that as a dub. Hopefully that is her. Oh, she's fine. Oh, she's fine. Oh boy. Never have I been so happy to see a fictional kid still be alive again. Woo! Relieved. Woo. Her face, which had turned bright red from her crying her eyes out, was dirtied with water and mud. It was a truly pitiful sight. Well, we can't really see it from this caricature, but that sucks.
お前まだ探してたのか
Man, at least she's fine. At least she's safe. God damn it, though, she might get sick. She's still stubbornly looking for it. I can't believe it. Maria had probably been here since the rain had started pouring down. Definitely. It looked like her shoulders were freezing. Where did she get her umbrella from? Was it always with her? Well, was like Rosa carrying it or something? I don't know. Again, that could be another thing that I just missed. Oh, I should have checked if Cannon had the wings thing. Oh well. He probably doesn't. Genji does though. But I'm not sure if Cannon has it. He's been working here for what, 2 years now? I don't think he has. Goda probably doesn't either. She looked tired to the bone, but fortunately, since she was holding an umbrella, she was not completely soaked. Fortunately, nothing bad happened to her. You know, like, nature of these freaking stories, you know, like, I would have expected to come over here and find a dead body. Thank frick she's still alive. Whew. It was probably an umbrella from the handbag that Maria was walking around with. Ah, see that? I'm so glad they're clarifying this, because I literally just asked this question 2 seconds ago. Like, where did she get an umbrella from? Right, the bag that has a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Makes sense. Thank goodness. Seriously, thank goodness. Actually though, for real, thank freaking goodness. And thank goodness she actually had an umbrella in that bag of hers. Because, you know, that could have been bad if she was soaking wet everywhere.
バトラ君、
Haha, George, I beat you. Frick you. I found Maria.
よかった、見つけたんだね。
No, I'm joking. I shouldn't be joking right now. Hope. Good thing we found Good thing we found the poor kid. Rosa, the goat. Rosa's still the best character. She still cares so much about her daughter. You know, despite slapping her while Maria was already slapped to the ground. She was on the ground. Rosa slapped her again. Despite all that, despite getting extremely mad about her ing, even though she's 9 years old, she still cares so much about her that her reaction is this extreme. Auntie Rosa threw her own umbrella away and hugged Maria. Mom.
ないマリアのバラがない後でママも一緒に探してあげるからねだから今日はお預けにしなさい
This is some good voice acting, yo. It's getting me. This is some good voice acting.
今日はお預け
It looked like Maria still wasn't able to accept it, but she no longer had enough energy left to resist. Come on. Aw, she's so done, bro. Will she even be able to eat dinner with us? She's probably so tired. She's more exhausted than Rosa even. I mean, she's gonna go back to the mansion and sleep away. Right? She's gonna sleep for like 12 hours tonight, I bet. Right, it's 6 p.m. now, right? She's gonna wake up 6 a.m. tomorrow, watch. Holy crap. She's this tired and muddy and wet. Jessica and Cannon couldn't caught up with us. Here we go. Cannon.
すぐにお屋敷でタオルの用意をさせましょう。
He has the wings. He has the wing. He has the wings. So it seems that every servant has these wings. Genji had it, and if Cannon has it, then probably every servant has it. Need to check on Kumasawa though, because her clothing is a bit different. But point still stands. I'll have a towel ready in the mansion immediately. Yeah, good.
マリアずっとここにいたのかごめんね本当に悪いママで
Rosa! I forgive you, Rosa, I forgive you. Guys, forget last part. Rosa's the goat. She's aware, she's self-aware of her own mistakes. Realized this and apologized directly to her daughter. You know? And Maria may not even understand why she's apologizing, but we know and we love her all the more for it. Let's go, Rosa. This is what a certain woman should have done to her nephew-in-law in Oyasumi Punpun. Just saying. That was a whole other level of messed up. Yeah, that doesn't stand up to this. Anyway, back to the point.
ローザおばさん、とりあえずお屋敷に行きましょう。このままじゃマリアちゃん風邪をひいちゃう。
そうねマリア行きましょう
Does she even have the energy to walk? Maybe one of us should carry her or something.
ちゃんときれいにしないとおじい様に怒られちゃうよお腹すいた
Oh, okay, she is hungry. Okay, she might not sleep right away. She might eat dinner first and then go to sleep. Yeah, you'll get your food, Maria. Don't worry, you deserve it.
もう食事の時間だぜ。
It's time to eat. Let's go.
マリアはよく頑張ったよ。天気が良くなったら私たちも一緒に探してやるから。
All go search together once the weather gets better. Hell yeah, we'll all be searching for the flower. We'll go together, it'll be awesome. Except it's raining tomorrow, so we can't search until Monday or whatever. It's Saturday today, right? So we won't be searching tomorrow because it's gonna be raining tomorrow as well. Alright, we can stay in the rain forever. Had to get back to the mansion, right? We took Maria with us as we headed back to the mansion. Back to the mansion, back to the mansion. Oh! Maria apparently wasn't as weak as I had thought. What do you mean? She was able to walk all the way back? When she remembered that dinner was calf steak, she started chanting, "I'm hungry, hungry!" And returned to her usual healthy self. She's strong. She's got it. She's fine. She can walk back on her own and eat the dinner and then go to sleep. Just fine. She can carry her own weight. She's what, 9 years old? She can carry her own weight. Auntie Rosa didn't chide Maria on her Well, of course she didn't. Was this the time to chide her on that? Was this the time to be complaining about on that? What?
そっか。傘を持っていたのか。さすがマリアは物持ちがいいぜ。
Oh, packing on stuff.
マリア、傘なんか持ってない。
What? Wait, what? Then where did you get the umbrella from?
なんだよ。じゃあその手に持ってる白い傘はどうしたんだよ。
Battler and I just assumed you had it in your bag, which made total sense, but I guess not? She's smiling.
貸してもらった。
But it wasn't in your bag, right? From who? When? How? It seemed that some caring person had brought her an umbrella. When? Is this before or after Rosa left her? So in between Rosa leaving her and us going back to Maria right now, someone gave her an umbrella? But didn't take her back to the mansion? There's no way. Nah, this must have been before. Yeah, this must have been before someone gave her the umbrella and she's had it in her bag the entire time. Because that's not, yeah, because I think we would react harder than this if that wasn't the case. A normal girl would look for shelter once it started raining, but there was no way Maria's stubbornness would be broken by something like that. So maybe that person gave up recommending that she find shelter and at least brought her an umbrella for her. Nope! Never mind! What? Wait. I get what you're saying, right? Maria's too stubborn to find shelter, so someone just gave her an umbrella instead. And then left her alone, and then didn't come to either us or Rosa or anyone about, hey, there's a poor kid outside in this storm looking for a flower. Didn't tell any of us about this? Hello, that's sus. Is nobody gonna mention this? Maria, who is this person? How did they look like? Is it someone you know? Is it someone from the Silent? What? Guys, come on now. I think they should be taking this more seriously. Wait, okay, we might be seeing them take it more seriously once we get by here.
その人にお礼を言わないとね。
Who? What? That's sus. Who's them? Who would just come out to you and give her an umbrella?
誰？
Yeah, who was it?
ベアトリーチェ。
Oh! What? Wait. 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 That's spooky. That sound effect was spooky as well. Wait. So, Maria came out here looking for a flower. The flower that was more unhealthy than the rest. We put a tie around the flower. The flower is then, since then, has become non-existent for some reason. Might be connected to Beatrice, maybe not. We come here to search for the flower. It's not there anymore. It's just vanished, or someone picked it up. We left Maria alone. Beatrice, since we left her alone, gave her an umbrella. What? What the frick? Maria, you're sure the umbrella wasn't in your bag from before? You didn't pack it in? No, it doesn't make sense. If she packed it in, then... Nah, Maria wouldn't lie about not packing the umbrella in. Rosa would know if she had packed in the umbrella. So... I'm not sure if it was Beatrice necessarily, but someone maybe claiming to be Beatrice. Assuming Beatrice doesn't exist, I mean she probably does exist, but if she doesn't exist, someone claiming to be a Beatrice sure came up to her and gave her the umbrella. The name that Maria mentioned very happily was that of the Ants Witch. Rosa took a deep breath and asked again, trying to avoid hurting Maria's feelings now that she was happy.
そうよかったわね
So who was it?
それで誰なの傘を持ってきてくれた人は
Really? That's nice. I'm glad she brought you that umbrella. So who was it? I know you're already asking this question, but I'll ask you again, because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
おおベアとリーチェ
Okay, Beatrice. She just said Beatrice. Is that how you're supposed to pronounce it? I've been saying Beatrice because that's how I've heard Kinzo say it. Beatrice. I think it's more like Beatrice. 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 It's a hard name to say.
おおおお
Maria quickly picked up that her mother didn't believe her, made an angry face once again. Rosa, leave it. Let's go back to the mansion and then we can discuss this weird name being brought up. Right? So Rosa stopped pursuing the subject. It looked like it would be faster to ask the person who had lent Maria the umbrella during dinner rather than ask Maria herself. Here's the issue. Nobody in the dinner is going to say that they were the one who lent Maria the umbrella. No one. Absolutely no one. Why? Because if it was someone who lent Maria the umbrella in the dinner, if it was someone that's going to be in the dinner that lent Maria the umbrella, that person would have told the rest, "Hey yo, Maria's outside in this rain. Is anyone Rosa, what are you doing?" Right? They would have gone to Rosa or something, told her. They would have told her, "Yeah, Maria's still looking for this flower." That's one thing. It's like, why would a person just give her an umbrella and just leave? There was also another thing, another argument for why I don't think it's likely. Yeah, another argument is if it actually was one of the people who are going to be in the at the dinner who gave her the umbrella, if that truly was the case, then that person is sus for one thing, because of the reasons that I just stated, but also they wouldn't say it because they have some sort of weird plan or something. Surely they wouldn't just say it out loud. Oh yeah, I'm the one who gave her the umbrella. Surely not. If they were the one, they're gonna keep it hidden and be like the rest, like, oh, I don't know. I don't remember giving her. I didn't go outside of this mansion this evening. So yeah. We're going back, so I'm gonna end the part here then.
お父さん、せめて晩餐にだけは出席してください。これでは親族会議になりません。
And this is where I'll end it. I know I said that I was going to end these Umineko parts after the class breaks and a new act begins, but I just want to say that for one thing, I spent way too much time blabbing and talking about for that to even be possible to do in the span of about 90 minutes. Another thing is nah, what am I trying to say? I have such a struggling to talk right now. How do you spend 90 minutes? And I think this is more or less a natural way to end it. This feels like a new act anyway. I mean, yeah, it's still the same thing with the glass didn't shatter, but if you were able to find stopping points like this, I think it's acceptable anyway. I know some of you might be wanting me to record longer stretches at a time, as in like rather than record, keep at the consistency of recording one video for every glass break or every act or every chapter or every whatever. Um, the problem with uploading one video for every one is that it'll be 3 hours long when it could be two 90-minute videos with each of them ending like this with a good like spot to end it. So that's one thing. It's always one thing with me. I've been saying that a lot this part. Uh, but something else that I want to mention is, as you guys remember, like I said at the start of this part, I have a class in 15 minutes now. It's gonna start in 15 minutes. So I'm gonna end this here. Actually, no wait, 25 minutes. Sorry, not 15. 25. I did the math wrong. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna have to end this here and get ready for that lecture. It's going to be a live stream, and I wanna be there for it. So yeah, even if I wanted to go on playing Umineko, I would necessarily have to stop to be able to catch the lecture that my professor is hosting in 25 minutes. So yeah, it's currently almost 2 p.m. and the lecture starts at 15 past. So yeah, I'll see you guys. I might record later after I'm done studying for the day, but for now I think this was a good part to um to end it on, basically. I hope you guys enjoyed this part of, well, a good place in the act to end this part on. I hope you guys enjoyed this act or part or whatever of Umineko when they cry. I will see you guys tomorrow for you guys, or today for me. I think I might record more later, although that is not confirmed. I'm not gonna confirm that. Hopefully this is recorded. I know I say that every part, but goddamn, these Umineko parts don't always record properly. And yeah, I hope you guys are fine with the philosophical talk that I was going through today in this video. So I'll see you guys next time. Alright, y'all. Peace.